hilarious.
So let's pivot. What you think about this Diddy shit?
Oh man, that nigga guilty as fuck, boy. That nigga guilty as fuck. Diddy Stripe is the type of nigga that would use his money, power, influence to like do this type of shit. But it's crazy of the documentaries that I've seen. You knew the shit was bad, but you were like, oh, this nigga a villain. He fucking people with remote control. This nigga think he LL Cool J off of N2D.
When he's like,
when that nigga,
love it.
This nigga think he that nigga in real life.
When you gotta have family members walk out of court when it comes to the shit that you did because they don't want to hear what you did, you talking
about Cassie's daughters?
That's freaky.
No, Diddy's daughters.
Diddy's
was like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, before they get to specifics, y'all don't want to hear this. Like, we don't want to hear
he
this.
said he want the escort to jack off on, like finish on her, and then she wipe it off on her and wipe it on it. I said, bro, what does that even do for you?
You know what's crazy, bro? It don't surprise me. Not like
I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Not the freaky shit. It's the fact that like when you've been rich for so long, regular shit don't excite you at
That's
all.
That's my only logic is that niggas is like, I've done everything. What have I done?
You gotta fuck a bitch on top of an elephant with clothespins on your nipples.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Tony Rock said, whatever amount of money you make to make you do that, I want to make $1,000 less.
But also, you know what?
And never get over it.
Like, don't, $9.99, no, here, take $100.
Honestly, when I heard that story, I was like, pause, but how much is niggas nothing that she had that much to transport? Like, she's like, let me take this batch and bring it to the other room.
My shit has decreased tremendously since I got my vasectomy.
Decrease or increase?
I got a vasectomy too, and my shit is the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nigga, I got what are the
y'all got snipped.
Yeah.
What's the little the little thing right here, the little squeeze thing that inside the bottles?
Clit.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
The eye dropper?
All right. Eye dropper. I got 2 eye drops worth of blood. You a wild nigga.
What's that thing?
You a freaky nigga.
Alex, I say, what's the clip for 500?
Hey, you a sick individual, child.
Hold on, but
man.
A mad batch that's crazy to me that this bitch, she transporting jizz that like to another room. That's crazy.
Bro, it's just, here's what I'm going to say.
You ain't never held no water in your mouth to take a pill?
Dog.
You ain't never take a sip of water in the kitchen and then run to the bathroom. You ain't never
like a party game. You
ain't never do that.
You play telephone. You gotta go.
Wait, hold on. So wait. I thought.
Oh, that's how she transported it.
He was busting in her mouth. I thought he was busting on her, and she was like taking it off and like
No, it's like a freaky twister game where he.
Now I'm talking like he got first-hand experience. Like he
no,
was there.
now I'm visualizing.
Let us see the video, nigga. Let us see the video.
Like,
that's crazy.
Carrying it in your mouth is crazy to the next room.
That's wild.
Like he said, poured out like a ladle on somebody's chest.
Like a baby bird, like feeding a bird.
Hey, yo, that's a wild visual.
She was looking on like it was like candle wax in this.
Wait, but there's a court artist, bro, trying to draw Diddy again.
Oh, that nigga in there, the stenographer typing that shit too.
Yo, this is a freaky picture I'm drawing. Y'all sure y'all want me to draw this shit?
No, so you know what I seen, right? I seen in the comments, all those blog sites is posting about the Diddy shit. We gonna see this for another 8 weeks. This is about to be all they talking about, right? I see a lot of females like, how come you guys can't understand like why she didn't leave, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, I learned from experience that until you go through something, you can't really speak on it. Because you never know. You be like, you can say what you would have wouldn't done, right?
Yeah.
But to answer women's question when they say, why don't men understand? Because men think with logic. To us, it's like, you fuck with him for 10 years. You said he raped you one time. You left and then voluntarily had a good night with him. Y'all had a great time and decided to fuck him again and hang with him while you had a boyfriend. To a man, it's like, you're not a victim. Like,
so I hear what you're saying. And so
but I'm saying, like, for a man's logic, it's like, to us, that doesn't.
I think we lead with logic. We don't think with logic. Like,
we definitely don't always act with logic.
We might lead with like, oh, logic is the first place I go versus emotion. They might try to.
So when women are saying, why aren't men? Because let's be honest, how many of us ever been victims where we couldn't escape a situation? So we never had kids.
But it's different. It's different for men and women.
Yeah,
because the way we think and move differently is different with us. Not my first. This is probably my third. I might have been 15. No, I might have been like 13, 14 when I had sex with this woman who was every bit of 27, 28.
Did you enjoy it?
I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. I couldn't even last. I was busting and putting the condom on at that age.
Yeah, I'm saying
That condom was tight enough. That dick was last.
But I guarantee your experience with that would never feel the same way as a woman on a reverse.
Yeah,
or
because
a 13-year-old fucking a 27-year-old.
because that happens more with younger women.
Yeah,
it's equally as wrong, though.
Yeah, it's equally as wrong. But
yeah.
I didn't even realize I was, basically sexually assaulted at that point when that happened.
Yeah,
because there was so much weight on sex and me having sex and lose my virginity in my neighborhood by being a man, right? So, but in the same time, I grew up in a household where I saw domestic abuse, like regularly. Like that's how I learned how to take a punch from watching my mama.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, like it was a weekly thing. And I used to go to my uncles and be like, why y'all ain't stepping in? This nigga beating on y'all sister. Like, why y'all just say? And they like, she gonna stay. She gonna stay. But here's the thing. For my mom to leave, she didn't have the funds to get our own place. She go back home, it's already overcrowded with my uncles because they moved back in with my grandmother. So she ain't got nowhere to go. So she like, for a place to stay and make sure my kid is okay, I'ma figure this out. So it's always more to the picture than that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And he wasn't a rich nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we're not that far away removed from generations where you could just slap your wife for the hell of it.
No, I get it.
Like,
No,
we're
but
about
what I'm
2
saying
generations away from that where it was just like, oh, slap her. She
no matter
crazy.
what, this case is dividing gender. That's what it is. Because I see guys like, oh, bullshit, because we know a lot. Like, there's parts of the evidence that say she was in it for the money. She was a volunteer. She wasn't a victim. Then there's other things that's like, yo, that's crazy. Maybe her brain was so messed up that she thought, I'm never going to know that because I'm not going to ever be in a situation where I'm a victim
you
like
hope
that.
Not.
I mean,
right.
I'm not a woman. Like,
but it don't matter.
I'm not going to fear no woman.
Did you see the niggas from Day 26 interview?
No.
Nigga, I don't know what that nigga did to them.
Oh, you talking about with a dude. Like, no,
no, I'm just saying.
No, but I thought I meant like with a woman. Like, I'm not gonna be in a relationship where I'm like, I just can't leave her.
You was like, I'll just leave. I'm a dude. Them niggas were a group signed to Diddy, and they're on what's the white dude name that do the interviews that don't nobody really like
Dr.
Not Vlad.
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 Oh yeah.
So they on Vlad giving the interview, and they talking about their experience at Bad Boy, and one of them start crying, the two of them start crying, the three of them, and they consoled each other. All 5 niggas crying at one point. You gotta wonder, like, what did this nigga do to them, or what did he have done to them, or how did this nigga fuck them over to the point where you got 5 grown men crying in front of this white culture vulture. Like, keep it real. Like, what the fuck happened when these niggas is crying like that? And I'm not gonna shun or make light of a black man crying because I feel like we need those safe spaces to be able to do that. But you gotta think about like what kind of event happened where they.
Oh yeah,
like,
it makes you wonder.
A
like
group cries crazy.
Boosie said that. Boosie was
on pitch. In pitch.
Yeah.
Boosie was like, "Hey, nigga, like
from the top, you could.
But niggas had to know that he was a lunatic when he made them niggas walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake.
Yeah, but you don't know if he a lunatic or he doing that shit for ratings.
The scarier part about that is the sketch comedy being so close to the truth.
Yes.
What, the Chappelle one?
Yeah, like the fact that Dave Chappelle even thought to do it, and then it come out later and be like, you remember that joke that wasn't a joke anymore? It's like, nigga, what did, not that Dave knew it, but Dave saw something that made him go, I should make a sketch about how ridiculous it comes off.
Oh, but that dude Dallon came out and said like Dave ruined his career like by making that sketch about it.
I saw that shit. Dallon, what nobody gonna buy that album?
Nigga, come on, bro.
What nobody gonna buy that
album? But I was
album
just saying,
before
like,
that?
I wanted women to understand, and I'm not for. I got a daughter, I got sisters. I just want women to understand that when you look at anything, you want to have a man's experience. You might have dealt with a chick that lied. Oh, matter of fact, you already told a story. You would tell it again if you want about the girl saying a kid was yours.
Oh,
and it wasn't.
Yeah.
So just imagine, right? There's dudes who go through experiences like that, other things. So when they see something, they're like, nah, these bitches be doing, and they're responding from their trauma.
They're responding from their trauma, but also from their experience of life.
Nah, it's just like, again, to that, like, and I feel bad for that girl because I seen the video of him fucking, and we already know this nigga's a maniac. You know what I'm saying? You can see that for sure. But, and there's the thing is like, and we know this when anybody, right? Tory Lanez, as soon as they cast you in a negative light, you're guilty in the public. So, like for her, she testified today that she was like, I told him I got a book with all these chapters. I'll release it if you don't give me $30 million. He brushed it off. so that she sued him, settled for $20 million. So everyday folks like us were like, you didn't go to the cops, you didn't care, you just wanted money. That's what it looks like to a logical person. Like if you was that, all the shit you saying, you had to been one to the cops. Like I'm not going for no money. And so people look at her like, oh, you care more about money than anything else.